No.
I like that name.
We deliberately don't use the second half of my IGN as an end point.
Yeah,
for
because it could be
caster
like
names.
Vedic.
Yeah, Vedic,
BDS and Medic.
Dagdic. All of these things just don't quite work as well as something like Medicaid.
When are you gonna do a cast with Quickshot? I feel like the second.
You mean the Medshot cast?
Oh yeah,
right?
the Medshot. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Would be great.
That's what I meant.
You know, Captain Flowers and me together would be great.
Oh my god, there's too many. There's too many.
Well, we are here for the first couple of games of today. Team B at DD. Oh wow,
It's your team. What is the team's name?
Team BDS
Team
versus
BDS tier?
Heretics. They're S tier, but I can't pronounce their name. Let's get into draft. So Caedrel, I was having a look, and in 2 of the 7 games you've cast, Yuumi has been picked.
Okay.
Right? I'm pretty sure in none of the games I've cast so far, Yuumi's been picked.
So they've been permabanned.
Permabanned,
Yeah,
or I think it was let through draft once.
Yeah.
Maybe it's been played once anyway. Very likely we don't see Yuumi in this game. You know, the statistics are with us here.
Yeah, but you know, I hate statistics because obviously, like, I don't want to bring it up again, but you know, 96% chance to make something, didn't make it.
Yeah, but statistics can only go so far. You have to,
Exactly.
you know, back it up with performance.
Right, well, let's see if BDS and Heretics have done their homework then and back it up with performance.
Yep.
And they do take away that Yuumi, but they've taken away Azir so far. Interesting ban onto Vetheo. So, I mean, Milio and Yuumi are open, so I think BDS can force a trade here pretty easily. If you ban both out, then I think you can get a first pick Aphelios, first pick Xayah, first pick Rakan. Ooh, LeBlanc ban. So Milio must be banned, right? So that means that Yuumi was to be up and you jinxed it, and it's your fault.
Yeah. Or Zeri could get banned, and then Yuumi doesn't get picked with anyone.
No, but then Milio gets picked, and then it gets
Milio and
traded
then
for Yuumi.
Aphelios Lulu.
Okay, well, I highly doubt that.
Yeah, so
So it's going to be Milio.
But there's the Milio.
So this is why I don't talk about stats. I feel like stats,
Oh, we didn't talk about Milio ban rate in our games. Only talked about Yuumi.
I think that's probably 0% as well.
Yeah, probably.
So we're just breaking records out here. The support for support trade. How exciting. I wonder when they're going to start fighting.
I mean,
5, maybe 6 hours.
I liked support for support trades when it was like, oh, Rakan and Nautilus. You know, something interesting, has a bit of engage threat, has a bit of
Has a
backline
button
threat.
that goes forwards.
Yes. Whereas
Yeah.
Milio has a button that goes backwards.
Yeah, it just kicks a bullet through.
Yeah.
Ooh, Aphelios Neeko. So Lucian must be picked up here by BDS, right? Unless they're going to play Jinx Milio. Something fancy. I mean, they could play Aphelios Rakan on 3 with a Neeko.
Yeah, you could.
You can only hope. Olaf, Hover, shout out to Adam. He's not playing, of course, today. Agresivoo will be playing in his place. And they're channeling the trifecta of the God champions. He plays Darius, Olaf, and Garen for a win.
Got to
The
see,
shrine.
see if you can channel some of that power into Agresivoo. Agresivoo has been playing Rumble in the LFL as well. So
Okay.
it does have not just the traditional tank top laner champion pool, but obviously the expectation is that BDS will go towards one of those tanks. Sejuani locked in for Sheo.
Don't get me excited with new champs, Medic. Don't do that.
I mean, Rumble.
Oh,
no.
yeah. Oh, dude, he's been playing Rumble. He's been playing all this. But did you know Cassante's open?
Syndra, though, more interesting than Cassante.
No, we're cycling through it all right now. I'm not sure where we're going to land, but AD carry is going to be banned out 100% against BDS. If they do pick up something like their support here on 3, they could also pick up jungle. Something like Viego could work. Neeko is also viable in jungle, but I forgot that Yuumi's open and they're going to pick it.
It could be Lulu, though.
It could be.
It could be.
No.
It's not going to be, but it could be.
So, you could be Neeko and turn into Yuumi and pretend to be a lonely little cat.
Yeah,
and
just
then
like wandering around.
Surprise.
It's like everyone hates Yuumi so much they just jump on you.
Surprise.
Even
Yuumi's
though
good.
they see Flakked and Mersa down in the bottom lane.
You know, maybe it works. Maybe it just might work. They might just get away with it. So Heretics probably going to ban away ADs here. Jinx Lucian, Xayah up in there. I don't know if Crownie's been much of a Draven player. I don't think he is, right?
No, he hasn't played it. Well, he hasn't played it this split. Obviously, Xayah still a possibility, but there it is, banned away. As you said, the Jinx and the Lucian, 2 other possible AD carry bans. Crownie in the past, yeah, Draven actually never played by him. So, and it's banned by BDS. So it would be a bit of a struggle
of course it is.
for Crownie to pick that one up. BDS trying to pinch the jungle pool a little bit with the Maokai already gone, with the Vi already gone. The Wukong will follow suit. Now Heretics. I mean, the expectation here is this is Lucian, right?
Yeah, it's probably a Lucian or Jinx that's going to get picked, especially with that Korkmore ban. But actually, question. So now that you're on BDS as a content creator, of course, on your Leaguepedia...
my official title is Ambassador.
Ambassador. That sounds like you've got more responsibilities.
Yeah, it does.
But,
That's why I like the name.
but does that mean on your Leaguepedia page that you're part of BDS?
I don't know. I haven't.
So
checked
if
my
they like
Wikipedia
finish
page.
like 8th or 7th, it'll
No,
say that you finished 8th or 7th?
No.
Okay.
No.
Well, we'll see. Maybe it does. That gives me something
maybe it
to
does. It gives you something to hope
hold
for.
against you.
But what if they place higher and then I made playoffs as part of a team? And
yeah, let's not go down that route. Let's go Heretics. I'm kidding. So what's the pickup here? It must be Viego for Jankos, or is he just going to play something like... Oh no, they're going to take away Cassante. Interesting. I mean, I don't think that's going to hurt Agresivoo too much with Renekton being open, Jax being open, Gwen. I mean, too much AP maybe, but still a possibility.
I mean, there's always the option that Neeko goes jungle. We've only seen it mid in the LEC as far as I recall, but it is a jungler as well.
Sure.
You can
Cassante mid.
You can play Cassante mid. You could just be flexing into R5 here, and then you see the entire enemy lineup, and you can decide where you want to put that Cassante, where you want to put that Neeko.
Yeah.
A few options still available for Heretics. BDS looking towards the Croc in the top lane. We have seen it as an answer into the Cassante quite a few times, actually, across the last couple of weeks. So there it is, locked in for Agresivoo. And now they have their AD carry left to pick. The Lucian and the Jinx are the two that we have both commented on. And I doubt BDS will really away from that typical playbook.
Surprise! My name is Jinx. Yeah, they're going to pick that one for sure. I mean, the Renekton and Sejuani is good top jungle, good bridge mid to late game, and then, yeah, the Jinx Milio will just take over in fights. I think they have good peel from the 3-man of the top side. And we'll see what Heretics opt into. They're thinking about a Jarvan here. I mean, that can't really cleanse off the Cataclysm, can you?
Yeah,
so it is a way of engaging. But the problem is, I don't know how do I describe this? Sometimes it's Jarvan. You know, you go in, you make the Cataclysm around them, but your teammates, they just can't get in there with you, you know? So, like, a classic is like Set Jarvan, you know? How does Set do anything if you're in there? I think Neeko falls under that scope as well, unless she has Flash. So Viego's going to get picked up for Jankos, no surprise there. The Syndra will do really well against Sejuani. BDS, really strong top side early, and I think they're going to use their bot lane for scaling, see if they can cover that. Heretics, exact same situation. Top side's probably where they're going to focus. I mean, you can play bot side, but it's Yuumi versus Milio, so dives, unlikely. Heavy trading, unlikely. Cull starts, likely.
Very likely. And it does... It feels a little bit as we are, you know, at the end of week 2 of the regular season. We're on the same patch, 13-11, that we've been on for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Everything kind of feels the same. Like, you can interchange some of the champions, but in essence, all the teams kind of want to do the same thing, where you have your AD carry scaling up for late game, you get a good couple of team fights, and then you win through team fighting. And any team that plays an early game composition tends to lose unless the opposition throws into them. Astralis versus Vitality yesterday is a good example of that.
Yeah, but it's fun to watch.
It is. It's a lot more fun to watch that. But if I was
you
a
have
coach,
to interact with their champions for the first 50 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
you've lost. Because I'm going to interact with you at 30.
as a coach, that's what I do every time. Just be like, hey guys, scaling. Have you heard of it? We don't have to lose lane because they're not playing anything that will beat us.
Should you pick the counter? No, you pick the one that doesn't fight.
Yeah.
Just chill, enjoy, have fun, you know?
And it gives us time to explore whatever we want to explore in the first 30 minutes of this LEC podcast.
LEC?
Yeah.
It's the KDIC LEC podcast.
The Medicaid.
The Medicaid podcast. Oh, that was it. Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, Frankie started you down that route, so
yeah.
I'm not gonna blame you for that one. You do have a tendency to, you know, be slightly vulgar on these big casts, though, Caedrel. You know?
What do you mean?
I remember Worlds last year in the finals. It was a great moment.
What happened?
You know, there was a word said.
Really?
During I believe it was a Baron steal.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. You just wiped it from your memory.
No, I can't remember.
Just like DRX have wiped from the memory that they're a good team.
No, they have. World champions, and now they're fighting for 9th.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fall from grace. Oh, look. AD carry starting item. Yeah, we're going to go Cull. So we're farming in bot. There's not going to be much happening down there, but top side's where we're going to have to focus. See if either of these teams can cook something up. 3-2 right now for Heretics. Looking at maybe a 0-3 week here. So they definitely want to take at least one win. And BDS, with their substitute top, a win would be fantastic.
Yeah, especially for them as well, a fall from grace from Spring. After getting second place, they've really been struggling to find their form so far in summer. Let's see if they can bounce back. But for the moment, nothing's going to happen, Caedrel. We are only a minute into the game, so maybe I'm being a little bit overeager.
I do think Vetheo turning into Yuumi is my highlight of this game. I just need to see it. Just turn into the cat, 2 cats in one team fight. You jump one of the cats. Turns out it's not a cat.
And they're going for the invade.
Neeko, knee.
So many teams have done this into Sheo in BDS. Like they did it when he was playing. Well, every time he tries to get the Razorbeak start on the Sejuani, looking for the steal. He gets the smite this time. Yesterday he lost out on it, but still only level 1. Jankos has a smite to spare, as well as he doesn't burn his on that Razorbeak fight.
Yeah, and now Crownie can fast push bot. So not going to lose any creeps. Just nice to get the first push in case Jankos was trying to look for a red buff or anything along those lines. Both junglers will get level 2 off their first buff. You can see how close Sheo was to level up on the left side with the purple bar. It was really close, just one more and he would have leveled up. Doesn't hurt him too much. I think Jankos, not the loser in that situation, because Sheo did have to use his smite, so his red buff is a bit slow, so you can see Jankos is level 2 already, but just hurts the Viego care a little bit.
In the end, all ado about nothing, you have to feel. But I have seen that against BDS in their last 3 games, especially Sheo playing this Sejuani, you can contest those Razor Beaks early on.
Yeah.
The Flail of the Northern Winds helps Sheo take them, but it also means he doesn't have the burst damage.
The Flail of the Northern Winds?
I believe that's what the W is called.
Is that what her W is called?
It might be Winter's Wrath, actually.
I just call it W.
I mean, yeah, that's a lot easier.
That sounds like something from Skyrim, the Flail of the Northern Winds. Fusroda is her E. So Jankos is level 3. Sheo is gonna level up on Gromp here and get level 3 as well. I think both junglers will look towards top side as expected. Vetheo getting some nice trades in here, but both of them still have potions. And we are farming a bit, but Sheo might be a bit aggressive. Some pings coming down, but 2 wards on both the entrances makes it a little bit annoying for him. He's gonna get spotted out. Jankos will see exactly where he is. Sheo should be able to pick up the Raptors for free unless Jankos can get down there and contest. His other option is to gank top. He's gonna get spotted. No smite on Jankos, so he might lose this Krug if Sheo can get in range.
Sheo does get in range. Is able to steal away Krugs. I was looking up, is Winter's Wrath the W? I think it used to be called the Flail, as Sheo now trading with Jankos.
Oh.
Agresivoo dashing forward. Sun's going to connect on Jankos. Q3 from...
Oh.
Heavy will knock them back. And
what's going on?
Caedrel is doing a bit of Owing as we see a 1-for-1 trade in the top lane. Agresivoo trying to trade back onto Jankos, but Jankos has stolen away the stun, and with Vetheo coming in, this will be a gifted kill over to the Neeko. Team Heretics 2-1 to the good.
Easy fight there because Vetheo had mid-push. We saw him around 30 seconds before that fight having the wave underneath Nuke's tower, so he collapses and picks up an easy kill, and we're going to go straight into that replay. So Sheo Q's over, takes the Raptor, the Krug, sorry. Oh, misses the W, and then he gets stunned up here trying to sidestep. No Q, of course. I think here he tries to get the stun onto Jankos so that Agresivoo can maybe like flash W, but he doesn't have rage. I think it's knocked away. So then they turn onto Xante without the empowered W. They get him down. But yeah, Jankos fully stacked on Conqueror, gets the kill. All he has to do here is play his one trick and not die. So he just waits with the stun and waits for Vetheo to hand over the kill. We see maybe a fight on the bot side here. Sheo and Jankos contesting this Scuttle Crab.
Jankos gets the stun with the Spectral Morph. Flakked trading here. The Flame Chomper's behind him though. As Mersa dashes forward, is rooted up, won't be able to remount Flakked for a moment, but in the end, Heretics are able to escape. The remount comes out.
Yep.
And Jankos takes away the Scuttle Crab.
Looking for a Raptor respawn, but I think she already finished him, and he's going to see that now. So Nuke's extremely low on HP, and Jankos was looking for a dive, but...
Flakked's going to face check here, does have the cleanse, flashes up towards the safety of Jankos, can turn this around, does have that purple gun, one root down. Puts the Duskwave out as well, and Jankos is waiting. Perhaps if Sheo steps towards his Krugs, Jankos could come across and try and continue to harass the BDS jungler. It's a strategy that's worked over the last few days, and Jankos trying to continue those winning ways. Vetheo coming down is a copy of Jankos.
He needs this Krug to level up here, Jankos. There we go. Now he's really happy to look for dives. Here comes Vetheo, like you said. Transformed early though, so they should know that that's the Neeko because of the level disparity, but the wave's gonna die. Nice poke coming out. Vetheo maybe gonna snipe Labrov there, but goes for Crownie instead. Wave's gonna come in, and I think everyone's gonna back away.
Yeah, Labrov still had the heal, so even if the blooming burst had hit from that Q, I think Labrov would have been able to survive. Crownie and Labrov will try and catch the wave under the tower. They don't have vision control. Sheo is in the area, but now has backed away. And in the end, not much will happen. Everyone manages to walk away. CS discrepancies, a little bit of a lead for Nuke in the mid lane, but that kill getting Vetheo ahead. A little bit of a lead for Flakked in the bot lane, but the wave pushing in will be caught by Crownie. And so overall, not too much difference between these two teams.
We're chilling.
We're chilling?
Jankos was maybe going to go for a top crab, but he doesn't want to risk it. He's just going to farm his camps and all is quiet on Summoner's Rift. Vetheo's roam didn't play out as he might have wanted to. Top laner's level 6, Herald's up in a minute and a half.
Those are all things that are happening on the screen, Mark.
Those are things that are going to happen. I can tell you, Dragon's up. Herald's going to spawn in a minute and a half.
So it's been raining quite a lot in Berlin today because it's been very warm. And then obviously, as the warm air rises, you get thunderclouds, you get extra water disseminated in the air, and so you get these big thunderstorms.
Odd flex.
Are you happy because it means your plant will stay alive for another month, or?
No, actually, it was a sunny day and it was 31 degrees today, and I left my window open.
Oh, really?
And my curtains open. And now I came here and there was a thunderstorm.
Torrential rain.
So when I get home, I can tell you, I'm sleeping underwater. It's it's a mess. Hopefully my electronic equipment's okay. We'll check. We'll see when we get home. Prage.
Everyone put up your prages in the chat. Or F's in the chat for Caedrel's bed.
Bed, PC, chair, everything's just gone, maybe. We'll see. Was really extreme, wasn't it? Lightning was like right next to the studio.
Yeah, it was great. I love weather like that. Monsoon weather when I was in India was just incredible to me. And for the moment, that's more interesting than anything that's happening.
Right now, it's just like a desert on Summoner's Rift.
Yep.
Everyone's just kind of like...
It's Arrakis from June, you know? Just a desert planet. Everyone's looking for the spice.
Where isn't that the one with the worms?
Yeah, the worms, yeah.
Maybe that's like Baron.
Yeah, true. Actually, maybe Runeterra is just based on Arrakis, you know?
Here we are. Just...
Have you read the book? I'm only like halfway through, so neither of us actually have enough knowledge to extend this metaphor.
I know if Ender was here, he probably would, but...
Oh, of course he would.
Yeah, no,
As a nerd.
He's a reader. He loves his books.
He does.
He knows the stories of everything. As Jankos just gonna have a little walk around mid, and then juke back into bot side, leveling up on the wave. Dragons up, Herald's up.
BDS trying to get control through the mid lane. Nuke will clear out this control ward. You can see Flakked and Mersa moving up first. Labrov takes a little bit of damage there, but can use the cozy campfire to heal him
Might
up.
be in trouble though. Look at Sejuani.
They're going to try and collapse.
No flash.
Flakked does have the cleanse. Glacial Prism dodge. Doesn't have to use the cleanse yet. Jankos trading up towards the top side as he stuns out Nuke. Good stun onto Flakked. There's the first killer as Crownie starts to get excited. Pop Blossom hits 3. The blood flashes away from it. And now they're trying to put the damage down onto Crownie. It's a double already for Heretics, and Vetheo's on the chase. He wants more out of this. Sheo has to flash the wall, but the chase forward with the Heartbreaker and a Yuumi on his shoulder. Jankos, once more, he can smell blood in the water.
Mersa needs to snipe him.
And he does.
Meow, says Mersa. That's 3 kills over to Heretics all of a sudden. Jankos and Vetheo playing that fight extraordinarily well. Flakked initially caught with no flash. He dies, but they invest way too much to kill the Aphelios. And Heretics come out the victors. 1,000 gold lead now for the mid jungle. And we'll take a look at it again, because Flakked level 6 gets some nice trading onto Labrov, but Sheo has first move in river next to Nuke. Vetheo spots him out with a clone, so Flakked knows he's getting collapsed on. The ult completely whiffs from Sheo, and he has no Q either, so he has no CC until he can stack his E, to which Flakked has cleanse. So the stun duration's not that long, but they invested Sejuani ult, they invested Syndra position so much that this flash forwards, Nuke can't really escape it. Nice flash by Labrov, but then the Jinx is one shot. Jankos turns into the Syndra, gets the stun, resets again, and then turns into the Jinx, lands the W, and he's going to jump over the wall once again. So really well played by the jungler of Team Heretics.
Jankos showing his proficiency on multiple different champions there. Gets the stun, gets the zap, and dashes forward on the Viego once
Look at the helicopter Neeko, you see that?
Yep. So the reason you do that is when you shape splitter, usually the clone only lasts for 3 seconds, but if you dance, I believe it lasts for the 8 seconds, right?
Well, I'll see if Crownie's dancing
the
in a
dance
second.
animation.
Nope.
It's not a crescendo. It doesn't cause you to dance. The final chapter out from the Yuumi obviously doesn't have the root
Wait,
now
isn't
anymore.
crescendo an instrument?
Crescendo is Sona Ultimate.
Oh.
But it's also, as a musical, like as the volume of music rises, you get to the crescendo, you know?
So it's like the peak?
Well, that's more pianissimo forte, but yeah, it's the peak of a, or even, you know, in a movie or anything, you get to the climax of the crescendo.
Plays?
I do not know the name of that. An Etval, probably?
Is that the German word, or?
I think that's the Summoner's Rift word. It might be a word. It might be an actual instrument as well, but I'm a doctor, not a musician, damn it. You know, it's only so much I can remember, Caedrel. Oh, and Flakked trades with Agresivoo. Does have purple here for the root.
Yeah, he's got some nice damage onto him, but no Kraken Slayer yet.
Even the Moonlight Vigil won't be enough. Dominus hopped from Agresivoo to keep himself alive. Rifteld was taken by Jankos while all of this was happening. Sheo now looking for Ebby. I'm not sure you work your way through a Cassante at this point.
He's just looking at him, like he's just staring at, like he's just, what?
What are you going to do, man? It's Ebby's favorite champ.
He's just staring at them. They can't, where's the Cassante copy pasta? Yeah.
And the thing is as well, because you go Glacial Prism first, you can't then proc the permafrost stun, right? Yeah.
Because you ult first, you can't proc the E.
Yeah.
Is what you're trying to say. Yeah.
I was agreeing with you.
I mean, just, those words, the names of the abilities, still, I don't know. Super Mega Death Rocket.
We can do a no abilities cast if you want. We'll just say Q, W,
yeah, in your cast, you could be like, and out comes the Jinx R.
Yeah, I think it'd be great.
Oh, yeah?
Or we could even switch and you could just do play-by-play like you did that one time with Jankos. I still remember
that's because I was solo casting. That's because I why'd you have to sell me short like I'm
really
like hitting
casting.
puberty for the first time.
The thing is, your voice did break a little bit in the moment, but it was still very enjoyable to listen to.
It was a COVID solo cast.
Yeah.
Good times. And then I got baited again.
Yeah, that was good from Jankos as well.
So is Jinx ult gonna steal it? Yes or no?
The R, yeah, from Jinx. No, that's the answer.
R.
Yeah,
No.
I mean, ult and R actually, yeah, you're right. Those are interchangeable.
Interchangeable.
12 minutes in, it's a 3,000 gold lead, well, 2,500 gold lead for Heretics. They're in prime position in this game. Have the Rift Herald as well. They can use that to break the plates in the next couple of minutes. And everyone on their team that needs to be ahead is ahead. Mid lane, Vetheo is a grand.
A grand?
A grand, you know. He's in a great position. He's 1,000 gold
He's
ahead.
a band up.
Jankos has another K behind him. Only 300 gold for FLICKR. Oh. I feel there's like a slang for amounts of money. Like, isn't it a pony like £500 or something? Like, there's something in Cockney writing slang.
Yeah,
maybe we should introduce
like
it more into
like a camel or something, or
a camel.
I don't know. Isn't
how much is
like,
a camel?
We
could just make it up here. No one out there really
Dude,
knows.
like, let me tell you how much a beaver is. I got a beaver on my wrist.
Oh, Jankos, although he's up a honey badger right now, might be down the creek without a paddle. He's caught out by Agresivoo.
Jankos
a bit greedy for the scuttle crab.
A bit greedy. Yeah, no, what's Jankos doing? Jungle 101. Die for scuttle. Hashtag worth. Yeah. Can't blame him for that.
From Blabber.
Crab cost Kek W. I can see the chat. So yeah, not a good trade. But the thing is, there's no objectives up. It's 3 minutes and a half till Drake, and 3 minutes and a half till Herald. And I mean, Jankos has Herald, but he's dead, so we'll see where he places it.
Yeah, that is the cost, really, right? Because you've got 30 seconds now before those plates fall, and Jankos needs to get somewhere on the map, get the Rift Herald down if he's going to be able to do it before the plate. So it's going to be just sprint it down mid and hope that you can place it in time. But I actually doubt that Rift Herald is going to get a charge in before the plates do fall off.
Yeah.
Yep.
Isn't that what play-by-players do when the color makes a point? They just go.
Oh, I totally agree with you there, Mark. That's very insightful.
That was complete. Oh, TP.
TP behind here. Crownie pops the ghost.
The sandwich tech.
Mm-hmm. If you gave me a sandwich like that, I would not be happy. It's an episode of Kitchen Nightmares coming in here, Caedrel.
Where's the lamb sauce?
It's an idiot sandwich.
No, it wasn't. So let's see if this. I don't know if the tower's gonna die. I need to hit this a few more. Oh, the reversal sandwich.
It's two buns on top of each other.
Wait, what?
Is it a hot dog as Agresivoo comes in? We don't know if that's a sandwich. Jankos almost falls. Does. The Pop Blossom coming out as Crownie cleansed away. Tries to escape. Nuke taking a ton of damage from the Shurikens, though. And the Rift Herald did get a charge in, but the tower did not fall. Ebby pushes in mid in the meanwhile. In the end, 1-for-1 there, Caedrel.
Yeah, it was a 4v5 as well, though, so Heretics should be able to push down this bot tower. Ooh, the helicopter tech. Which one's the Neeko? Is it the one pretending to be a helicopter?
All I can think of is Sheo goes in. Flakked has a cleanse. Is the flower's name for the Poppy ultimate. When you say the helicopter. We're going to leave that one out there.
It's got your name half of it.
at Captain Flowers for that one. Anyway, 2,000 gold now. The lead for Heretics. They take the mid tower. They're in a great position in this game.
They are.
They should be able to take bot tier 1 as well.
Can Neeko turn into Yuumi while Yuumi's on Yuumi?
Oh, what? Yuumiception?
Yuumiception?
It's like when you're... you don't have cats, right?
No.
I have 2 cats. And when one of them sits on you, the other must sit on you as well. But if there's not enough space, they won't, find somewhere else to sit. They'll just sit on top of the other cats in like the most annoying way possible.
Cat Jenga.
That would be Yuumiception right there. As Agresivoo TP's in.
And dies.
No,
he actually flashes out.
Nuke dies.
Nice auto attack from Crownie, gets the kill. I think the Milio ult was a little bit early, but doesn't matter. Crownie's fine. Flash away, 1-for-1. But this problem is it's a 4v5. Like, they're losing this 4v5. And yeah, Cassante can push in mid. They get 2 towers there, so it's a 3,000 gold lead for Team Heretics. Dragon's up in a minute, and so is Herald. So gonna go into some kind of 3-1-1 here. I think they need to get the Jinx towards mid. Flakked's matching top, but no summoners on Crownie means I think he's really easy to collapse on.
I agree with you there, Mark. It's a 2,500 gold lead for Heretics. Obviously, we're getting towards the later portion of the game where team fights become a little bit more paramount. And we'll see if BDS are able to protect their AD carry, because he is, basically even on gold with Flakked as Agresivoo and Ebby continue to trade in the bottom lane. Yep, don't really expect too much to happen. Nope. Really, the difference is, for Heretics, is it a good Pop Blossom? If it is, they win the fight. If it's not,
could be a helicopter
BDS could fight back, right?
Could be a helicopter blossom. Flakked knows someone's top.
Oh, sorry, good ultimate from the Neeko.
Oh, you good ultimate from Neeko. Flakked, no cleanse.
No cleanse, does have the flash. Super Mega Death Rocket, not enough. Glacial Prism for the follow-up, and Flakked will fall. TP in by Heretics as they look to collapse on this play in the top lane. Ebi joining the fight. Agresivoo, no TP on him as he walks through the mid lane. Sheo trying to back away. Good knockback as well with the Scatter the Weak. Jankos gets a stun off though.
Nice disengage from BDS, really nice disengage. I feel like Heretics was caught napping a bit there. Vetheo and Jankos were pushing out mid and Flakked knew someone was top. All they had to do was wait for their mid jungle to finish off the wave and move up, but a little bit impatient. Nice rotation from Agresivoo means they can push in and take the tower. And now all of a sudden Heretics have lost so much on the map.
It's basically the reverse of the bot lane play that we saw a few moments ago, right? Heretics were able to take 2 towers out of that. Now we have the Rift Toad going over to BDS. They take the mid turret because Agresivoo just stayed in mid, and they can look up towards that top lane soon.
Look on the minimap, you can see them moving up. Flakked's just a little bit impatient. All he has to do is stand on the tower. He can't get dove. Wait for the wave to come in. Mid jungle will get a little bit of vision. Push out the wave, and then they can start to contest Herald. Just not playing on their window very well there. Flakked getting caught. TP from Evi means they lose out on mid push, so you can see Renekton, Agresivoo pushing out mid. Nice play by him, despite being subbed in. He's actually looking for plays on top of plays. Dragon Sheo tries to sit it away, but Jankos secures it with the smite. Agresivoo coming in from the side as well. He'll pop the ultimate as he dives onto the back line. Jankos diving away, has the Yuumi on his shoulders, but the damage from Nuke is insane, and BDS collapse in the bottom lane. 2 kills to them. They do lose out on the Drake. 4 1-on-1. What a nice debut here for Agresivoo on this BDS roster. Adam's not here, but he's definitely pulling his weight. Nice collapse, and Ebi didn't have TP. He was pushing in top and got the tower, but Ebi's never really been able to join out any of these plays that Heretics are trying to force. So I feel like BDS are throwing punches back. All they need to do now is get top tower, and the game's basically even despite the dragon disadvantage.
And that third dragon fight, you have to feel, is going to be vital for these two teams. Both AD carries will be looking to get towards that second item before it happens. Charge again from Shelly. But just a bit of damage there on the tier 2. Agresivoo has TP, so he's up in the top lane. And we'll have another look at this, because it looks a little bit over-eager from Sheo when he goes in.
Yeah, but it's 5v4, isn't it? Evi's pushing in top. He's pinging through, saying, I'm pushing top, guys. Look at this Renekton, by the way. Like, he's just on top of everyone. Not taking any damage, has the Stride Breaker. I think, yeah, was that a Stride Breaker? No Gold Drink on Renekton by the looks of it. Maybe it's because they're playing 3 range champs. Yeah, it is. So he needs to gap close more, I suppose, is his thought process. So, yeah, they got that top tower in the end. So it's 3-3 in towers. A small gold lead for BDS. Traded off by the dragon advantage. So we've got a game on our hands here.
That we have. Second item complete for Crownie. Gale Force for him. Gives himself a little bit of safety against the Pop Blossom later on. But Vetheo has Flash and that ultimate in his pocket. Can make it a little tricky to take the next fight. Ebi's looking for a flank here. 3 members of BDS in the mid lane. Sheo coming up as well. There's the TP. Ebi? Is he just gonna... He's just gonna pull Crownie back. Man, imagine being an AD carry in the year of our Lord 2023. Flash away by Crownie. He'll survive.
Did he just...
But he burned Breath of Light and the flash to get away. Ebi now trading onto Sheo.
Breath of Light.
Breath of Life, in fact, as the knockback comes out with the all-out. Agresivoo locked up in place, almost falls, but manages to dodge away. Jankos turning back into this fight. Vetheo coming forward. Pop Blossom flash. He finds 2. And everything was invested in getting Crownie out safely. The rest of BDS were out of position. And Heretics struck.
Beautiful setup there by Vetheo. That should translate into a Baron. Vetheo.
Jankos.
Nope, that was Vetheo.
Jankos! Oh, he's just too damn good. Mersa steals the kill.
I thought that was Vetheo on Syndra for a second for some reason. I don't know why I said Vetheo.
The problem is, everyone can change into everyone else in this game, right? So all we need is a Silas, and we'd have the trifecta of champions that
Mordekaiser ulting Mordekaiser in his Mordekaiser ult. Just Mindception. Agresivoo's healed to full. I think he just TP'd back to bot to get this tower. He's gonna get it. He's gonna have to fight off Ebi though. He doesn't have the ultimate, so it should be alright. And yeah, Heretics get a Baron off of that. It looked a little bit scuffed at the start. Ebi couldn't really find Crownie, but yeah, BDS way too split. Agresivoo took so much damage from the pullback. And Nuke caught out of position next to Sheo. Nice flash by Vetheo. It's really hard to react to that. The fact that you can like ult and then flash in the buffer of it. So that means you can't really react to it sometimes. Despite Nuke and Sheo having flash, no real way out unless you can react to that. So we'll take a look at it again. TP behind from Vetheo. And then Ebi looks for this ult onto Crownie. Doesn't get it, then he flashes. The Gale Force gets him out. Sejuani ult helps too, but then Agresivoo's on the wrong side of the fight. It's kind of like a 1 on one side, 4 on the other situation. Labrov's kind of stuck in the pit wondering, well, how the hell do I get to my team? I can't go through here. And I'm stuck in the river by myself, so he can't help out. So then as soon as Agresivoo's gone from the fight, it's just a 2 versus 4.
And you lose all your disengage tools as well. As you said, Sej ult was used. Gale Force was used by Crownie and the Flash, so he could never really step up. Breath of Life had been popped by Labrov, and it just becomes very tricky for BDS in position. You're just going to say helicopter every time?
Yeah, Vetheo's the helicopter Neeko now. Okay. He's just spamming it out. 1 minute till Drake.
What type of helicopter though? Like an Apache or?
No, Apache's got 2 rotor blades.
Oh, does it? I don't know anything about helicopters. I just knew the name of one of them.
No, that's a Chinook that has 2.
That's a Chinook?
Yeah.
Okay.
Apache has 1. You're right. Yeah, we'll call it Apache Neeko.
Is that Apache Neeko? As opposed to a good
I think it's more
Neeko
like Apache Neeko because she's broken.
Oh, that does make sense. It's Ebby and Heretics, 4 players strong, pushing in this bottom lane. Have that Baron for a minute and a half. Ebby has the ultimate backup, but no flash for him. Crownie still.
Actually saying that. Sorry to take away from your nice analysis.
No, go, man.
Neeko actually is only 1-6 right now in the LEC. I think it's only won 1 or 2 games.
Yeah, but one of those games was Caps flashing forward into the entire team when the rest of his team was backing away. So G2 should have won that game.
He saw the montage in his eyes and he went for it. Full sense. Yeah, Neeko not doing too well in the LEC here, but Heretics are. Split push coming in from Vetheo. 1-4 setup. BDS are full committing to defend this bot tier 2, so they're going to lose mid tier 2, and Vetheo still has the TP up in around 5 to 10 seconds, so maybe they fancy themselves a fight. They're trying to contest this dragon. Nuke's going to base for the Shadow Flame, TP back in perhaps. Question is, where does he TP? It looks like he's just running right now. Agresivoo can't base and TP for his health, and I don't know if BDS can fight this. Looks like they are going to, though.
I mean, we said when the second dragon was taken, this would be a pivotal moment in the game. Ebby on a flank will catch Labrov. Does still have that flash. Dragon down to 1000 HP and is secured by Jankos. Agresivoo and Sheo in the pit. Vetheo looking for a flank position, and already Flakked taken down 1. Agresivoo falls. Sheo tries to get away, but he can't escape the clutches of Vetheo. And now Labrov, Nuke, and Crownie don't have a front line to work with, and Jankos is looking for blood. Nuke's already down. Ebby locks up the Milio against the wall. That's for family. As 4 for naught, Team Heretics win out the fight.
Wave is kind of far away. Looks like the base is coming in from Vetheo. He has to teleport. 30 seconds on Nuke. Crownie's up. Not sure if they can end here, Heretics, but they'll definitely get the bot inhibitor, and they're on soul points right now, so they're sitting very pretty in this game. Should be able to close this one out relatively easily. BDS just don't have any damage. They split up so much to contest the dragon in the first place that they couldn't really play any front-to-back shenanigans.
And it's huge for Heretics as well. It's looking like 5 wins and you're guaranteed in to our group stage. Here, if they win this, they get to 4. They still have 3 games in hand. After going 3-0 in the first week and then losing their next 2 games, I think a lot of people saw it as a fall from grace, you know, falling off the cliff. But it's a big win if they can lock this one in. Wouldn't guarantee them a top 8 spot, would put them on the precipice, basically. And for BDS, obviously, a huge loss to take. We'll have another look at this fight. It's a very split once again.
Frontline's looking for the dragon, so Agresivoo and Sheo are just kind of looking to steal or push Heretics back, but then Crownie is off to fight the Cassante and Neeko. They lose out on that, and by the time their frontline's gone, they realize how split they are. They can't really play that front-to-back that they want. Crownie's not really hit anyone yet, and so he just has to run away. All the BDS get chased down. Setup's not great. The force on the fight, not great either. The positioning was really weak. And now Heretics didn't get that bot inhib. They decided to all base and play out on the map topside. Flakked dealing more damage than basically everyone combined in that fight.
I think it might actually just be more damage than everyone else combined, at least on the BDS side. It's very split, and you do wonder how much having an emergency sub will have affected BDS in moments like that. The comms, whether Sheo needed Agresivoo to back him up, or whether Sheo could have just been looking for the steal by himself. For the moment, though, Heretics jumping on every opportunity to put BDS into the dirt. Shurelya's forward as BDS look for some damage onto Vetheo. Jankos able to dash away with the Spectral Maw. Ebby's pushing in mid by himself. No Baron for the next minute and a half on the map, but Heretics very happy just to play this 1-4 split and gain control of the top side jungle, knowing that with Baron up in about 60 seconds, if they have control over this area, it becomes a lot harder for BDS ever to actually contest that objective.
This tower should fall. Sheo's being sneaky, but he's going to get spotted out. No roots from Vetheo. Can they hit the tower, though? Looks like BDS are really quick on the rotation back up.
Viego goes wide. The cleanse still out from Flakked, looking to Captain Jacket, but more of a private moment from him there. Cleanses away the slow, I guess.
Yeah, I thought BDS are going to go for a play on Ebby there, and they could try and get that top tower there, Heretics, but it looks like they commit to the defense. 40 seconds on Baron, everyone recall, everyone go topside. Looks like Heretics will set up for that. And although their soul is in 2 minutes time, I think they can really afford to just force that objective. Flakked doesn't have flash, so that stings a little bit. Does Vetheo have flash? Yes, he does. So that's the main form of follow-up and engage. Almost level 16 on the Neeko.
Yeah, and then Team Heretics in a great position.
I told you.
What did you tell me?
So every time You were just like, yeah.
Well, it's because I was thinking about totally other stuff. I wasn't paying any attention to what you said, I'll be honest. I was thinking, who do BDS play next week? Would that be a good narrative right now? And I worked out, yes, it would, Caedrel. So I'm going to actually bring up BDS's schedule for next week.
Helicopter.
I'm gonna have a quick talk about how next week is not easy for BDS. 3 wins can sometimes get you into our top 8, but they really need to be able to pick up at least 2 wins out of those 3 games against Fnatic, Vitality, and Mad. Fnatic on a raring run of form at the moment. Mad looking good as well, as we set up for what could be the decisive game, fight of this game.
Yeah.
Good one.
So BDS, yeah, they need some vision here.
Yeah?
Yeah. Nope. So they spotted it. They know they're in the bush. Do they have another blue orb? Have they started it? Vetheo. That wasn't Vetheo. That was Jankos. Or was it Jankos? It was Vetheo. Where is Vetheo?
Who's around the corner?
Vetheo's around the corner. Is it Vetheo or is it Jankos?
Jankos. Well, they know it's not Jankos because Jankos has used abilities on the Baron. So
it's
they
Vetheo.
know that's
surprise.
Vetheo put some damage down onto Nuke.
Yeah.
Heretics back away from the Baron. Agresivo's on a ward. They'll know that now.
Is it Vetheo time to turn into a pink ward? I can see it.
Do it.
They need the next mid wave though. Helicopter time. Oh, it was almost helicopter time. Just transferred into the Viego. And now it's just a question of, do you really force Nash again? 15 seconds on your soul. Do you just loop back around to the dragon instead? It looks like that might be the call here from Team Heretics. As BDS have the mid push, so they should be able to contest into this bot side river. Jankos trying to get a little bit of vision, but look where Veteo's going. All the way around. What's he going to turn into? What angle can he find?
I mean, he can find it.
Is he spotted?
Great angle here. I didn't see a ping. Don't think he's spotted by that ward yet.
Helicopter in the pit.
They know Veteo's in the area then because of the helicopter in the pit, as you say.
But bot wave's pushing in, top wave's pushing in. The map state's not great for Heretics. They should just force this dragon. No more mind games. Just get in there and just straight up 5v5 it. Vetheo, what is he going to turn into? Maybe he can look to, go into Jankos. Go around the side, try to threaten BDS off to
Jankos
the flank.
Who's going to get the 50 so far? And he'll do it again. The Infernal Soul secured for Heretics. Vetheo looking for that flank position. Mersa's already on a killing spree on the Yuumi now. And Heretics don't even need another kill. They can just turn their eyes back towards the Baron.
Massive props to Jankos. How many smite fights is that?
It's like
3 in a row?
Game, yeah.
3 in a row he wins the 50-50s.
It's because he lost the first one on the Razorbeaks. After that, he was never going to lose the smite fight again in this game, at least.
That's how that works. Why doesn't that work for me?
Because you play AD carry now.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah. I'm an Aphelios main. He's got green-white. He's going to drop the...
I'll give you a moment to
Here we go. Here's the fight. No, I'm kidding. He's going to drop the white and get purple.
Okay.
And he's going to drop the green and get the blue. And then big bomba time. I'm sticking
Purple,
with that.
blue is big bomba time?
Final answer. Okay. Final answer. So the side waves, they'll collect. No one's going to fight. And yeah, Baron's still up. So I think as soon as these side lanes are pushed out, everyone can base and move back into this top side. And then only then Heretics will start up this Baron. It's actually interesting to see that the AD carries are the exact same in gold. Despite Flakked doing like 6k damage in a fight, Crownie's just as strong. Problem is the disruption factor from Heretics is just so much. There's so much more threat on Crownie.
That's the thing. It's Vetheo really, right, alongside Ebby, who can get onto that backline so effectively. And you can't cleanse away from the knockup from the Pop Blossom. If you're caught in that and don't flash immediately, you are going to be locked up. You can see just how much damage Flakked has been able to do in this game. The front line from BDS has been struggling to protect Crownie. Now, Heretics have control over this top side jungle. Mersa on the shoulder of Cassante.
Yeah, they're just forcing down this Baron. It's gone. It is gone. I think Sheo can maybe look to steal, but it's going down so quick.
They don't know how quickly it is falling, and the Baron now secured. Vetheo looking for that flank once again. Ebby just running forward. No one does damage to this man. Cassante, a literal brick wall in the face of BDS, and Heretics don't have a wave here, but are going to be able to get the tier 2 in the top lane, in fact.
Yeah, they can push through top, but they're going to actually... Are they going to recall or are they going to stay? There's the purple,
Vetheo
so now...
TP, so...
Flakked will drop the green and get the blue, and then I think he's really down for a fight. He's going to do so much splash damage if he can land that ult. But yeah, they're going to drop top, so Heretics going to play through bot wave. You can see it's been a pretty one-sided game ever since the dragon fights kind of happened. It was more so Heretics getting the objective and a kill, and BDS backing away, never really getting anything. They're going to push out top here, get a little bit of vision for Crownie. I wonder if he's close to any spikes. Maybe he's close to something like the Bloodthirster, and that's their last line of defense, but nah, they're up against an Infernal Soul.
He's only got 500 gold as well, so still a little bit away from being able to get that Bloodthirster. Mikhail's now complete on Mersa. Another cleanse for his team, and even more protection to his front line, or even to Flakked if he does get caught out and has already used his cleanse.
Vetheo has Rabadons, 10 stacks Magi, and Infernal Soul. How much damage is Neeko going to do in a fight? I'm excited. I'm excited. That was just an auto attack.
Yeah, it's a sizable chunk already onto Agresivoo, who doesn't have much MR with the Randuin's plated steel caps. I don't really think he's thought as Vetheo as his main threat in this game, but perhaps should be a little bit more cautious around the Neeko.
Yeah, maybe Vetheo needs to TP, base and TP soon. He's getting chunked out a little bit. But he's just gonna wrap around the bot, maybe look to turn into one of the minions. You know, 1-4 setup. Oh, Flakked is just gonna whiff the ult.
Doesn't matter too much. Vetheo flashes away. The Mikhail's gonna shield him up as well, and that's the damage from Flakked.
What?
Rips Sheo to shreds. Nuke's gonna fall as well! They're just stepping up and being knocked down like bowling pins. A strike for Heretics as they found gold. And they will be taking the gold in this game as well. Double inhibitors down already. Cannon minion pushing in the mid lane. Baron buff has, well, it's just about to expire, I believe. Hasn't quite yet. They'll continue to push in. It's got a quarter of its timer left, and that's all they need. Nexus towers down, and Heretics will claim their first win of the week and their fourth of the split.
So they're sitting at 4-2 now. I think they'll be around second, third place, depending on how the games today shape up. So they're going to be pretty happy with that. Like you said, one more win, and they should basically be locked for the next stage, our group stage. But BDS now sitting at, I believe, 2-4.
Yep, 2-4.
Struggling now. This is a team that finished first place in our regular season. And they didn't drop a single game all the way to the finals. So it's kind of questionable. I mean, of course, they had a substitute top.
What's changed, you know? Apart from the substitute top, nothing, you know, nothing major.
I feel like,
changed.
What have you done to them, Medic?
Yeah, I know.
You're just a curse.
Cursed them.
You've cursed them. Yeah, they're definitely struggling. Hopefully they can put it all together, and hopefully Adam is much better and well for the weeks to come. They've got, obviously, 3 more games to pick up. Another win or 2 here or there. I think 3 or 4 is pretty safe.
Yeah,
we'll
4 is safe, usually. 3 is on the cusp and head-to-heads and maybe a tiebreaker, and however we're going to work that one out. But it's a difficult road for them because they have Fnatic, Vitality, and Mad next week. 2 teams that are looking relatively good. 1 team that was obviously Vitality, and so we'll see how they can deal with that next week. Heretics, though, we're very happy to be back to winning ways.
Yeah,
and I think overall a very good performance from them. You know, they controlled the game basically from those first couple of dragons.
Definitely did. Well played by Heretics. Vetheo and Flakked have given so much life to this team, so it's great to see. And it's all best of 1s, so I'm excited to see how they stack up in the best of 3s and the best of 5s if they reach that point. But of course, it's a really important split for them. Just touching on Heretics one last time because of the championship point situation. They really got to get themselves to that top 3 if they want to lock themselves a spot in our season finals.
Yeah, currently sitting at second last in terms of championship points. Only 30 collected for them over the last 2 splits. And yeah, it's 4th in a very few amount of scenarios, probably 3rd and above for Heretics if they're going to be able to make it through to our season finals. Your player of the game votes, though, at LEC on Twitter are Jankos, Vetheo, and Mersa. Mersa played Yuumi, guys. Like, he played it well.
Mersa
played Yuumi, guys.
Jankos had a really high kill participation, and he won a lot of the smite fights.
Yeah, set up the first couple of kills really well in the top lane as well.
Vetheo was pretty consistent, so it's kind of like, you know,
it's a bit of a tricky one because everyone on the team played well this game, right? It was very much a team effort, and we're going to hand it over to one of those team members, Flakked, who is ready for an interview with Trouble.
Thank you very much, Medic. Flakked, congratulations on the win. It was Vetheo, Mersa, and Jankos for MVP. Who would you choose and why?
I mean, probably Vetheo. I think, I mean, not only he played like really well, he was like shot calling a lot and being really decisive. Even though we were like pretty undecisive in the game, but like he was making like really like confident calls. So I would probably give it to Vetheo for sure.
Do you think that made the game change of you winning this particular game?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he was like mega clutch on some calls and some teamfights. He was playing really good, and we were playing like really well around giving Jankos the reset. So I think we actually didn't play like really bad teamfights.
All right. Now, of course, this has been a redeeming game for your weekend, guys. It was 0-2. You made it. You're very close to actually locking in as well. You've got 3 games to come. Is that a sigh of relief, just getting that 3rd game of the week?
I mean, yeah, like especially after like the previous games, right? I think we should have won against like Koi. I think against Excel, we didn't have like the best draft, and we didn't play like the best as well. But I think yesterday's game we should have won for sure. So today we were like a bit pressure on like winning, because especially next week is gonna be mega hard. So it was really good that we could like secure at this 1 win.
So earlier on I spoke to your coach and he told me that you guys mega prepared for playing BDS on this particular game, and Adam not being in the picture kind of throws off the prep. Now, I'm directing this to you, towards your coach. Do you think he did a pretty good job on drafting?
Yeah, for sure. I think we were discussing a lot today and like these days a lot about draft, and we had like really good ideas. I mean, it's not something that we're like mega comfortable on playing because I don't think we played this comp a lot. But I think our draft was really good, and overall we really played good overall.
Absolutely. And does the difference in playstyle between Agresivoo and Adam make a huge impact on how you guys prep for a game?
I mean, I'm not sure, right? I mean, of course, player like Adam, I'm not sure like how much he contributes to like BDS, like in terms of comms and confidence and stuff. But for sure, I mean, Adam is like very known for like Darius, Olaf.
Not having an Olaf on you must be nice.
Yeah. So I'm not sure like how much he impacted them. So and I didn't play like previous splits, so I'm not sure like if it makes like a big difference or not. But I'm guessing that probably like, I mean, Adam is a really good player, right? So probably it makes a big difference for them.
Absolutely. And you mentioned next week as well, you guys are playing Mad, Fnatic, and G2. Pretty hard last week before the groups. Who do you think is going to be the hardest opponent for you?
I mean, I'm not sure. I think all of those three like teams are playing really well. I think like Mad and G2 are like the less consistent because I mean, yesterday's game of G2 was like a big like mega throw, and then they came back. And I think Mad Lions like some games they start like from really from behind. I think Fnatic is like the most consistent, I think, but like they're like mega strong every single team, so they're like mega scary, like all of them. So it's just like we just need to prepare for every one of them and just like give our best, and I think we have a pretty decent chance.
Okay, tough week ahead, but I wish you the best of luck. Flakked, any quick words for Jankos? He's waiting over on the telestrator with Ender.
I mean, his Viego didn't look that good, but it's fine, right? He's like 39 years old already, like 45. So I would say it's like fine. But yeah, I mean, I'm happy with everyone, like how we played. And Jankos, I mean, he did fine. He did fine, for sure.
Okay, he did fine. Thank you very much, Flakked. Ender, over to you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much, Trouble. Yeah, I'm here with Jankos because we're going to break down some high quality gameplay here.
I mean, to be honest, I don't know how this AD carry go into Challenger or even LEC. I think you should be like the gameplay is Diamond 1, and I'll break it down and I'll explain why.
Okay, perfect. Well, we have his pro view, so we can like see all of his clicks and everything. And
so Flakked is currently getting exposed right now. Right now, we will all know why he doesn't deserve his job.
Okay, well, you know, let's start it off. He's gonna farm a minion right here, which is, you know, mostly what he was doing in this game.
Okay, yeah. Well, he gets 2 last hits, very good. His jungler got the Herald for him. And right now we call that enemy as double TP, so we should definitely turn the TP. But look at his map awareness. He's so slow to react and so slow to join the Renekton. Hits the ult, and now he's backing off for some reason. Okay, he's hitting the Jinx, hitting the Syndra. I mean, I think the clicks are like not the cleanest, but I mean, he's trying his best, right? I mean, you know, like he's not the best player, right? He was very stressed out in the situation as Renekton TP behind him. But don't worry, his Viego had his bag, right? I died for him, basically.
Yeah, you started the fight, right? And then he came in and cleaned
I mean, basically,
up,
I made sure that like I die for him because I know that if he has no one in front of him, he's gonna like super panic and not auto-attack at all. So I made sure that I int for him so he looks better.
Okay, so like on a scale 1 to 10, how do you think his Aphelios gameplay rates here?
I mean, I think his clicking was like a 6.
Okay.
I think his map awareness was like a 3. Overall, I would give it like a solid 5 out of 10.
Okay, perfectly average. You know, we take those. Let's move on. We have another clip here. Fight in the jungle just a few minutes later.
Here we should break down the Cassandra who just doesn't press ult for some reason.
that is curious.
But yeah, I mean, in this situation, I suppose we are getting a little bit kited by the BDS.
First of all, can I ask, does Mersa not want to be friends with Flakked? He was like always on you.
I think the thing is that he knows that his AD carry cannot perform in teamfights, and he knows I can.
Okay.
So, you know, in high pressure situations like that, he will trust me, not Flakked. Makes sense, right?
Okay,
it makes
fair
sense.
enough. Let's keep going here with Flakked. I mean,
look,
he got the ward.
He's attacking the ward instead of the Renekton, right? Which is like a big question mark. I think his positioning is like pretty decent here. He's in the Renekton.
Got hit by the Milio ball.
I mean, I also think he could have like ulted earlier, so I get the reset on the Renekton. And look at him right now. He's only going for the last hits. Like the fight was over. Like Neeko and Viego completely carried the fight, and he was there only for the last hits. He had the chance to kill the Renekton, but he chose not to. And now his POV is basically watching his jungler 1v9ing to get the Nash. For some reason, Yuumi is stealing the kill, but it's fine. Yuumi is OP, so she can get the kill.
I mean, Yuumi is very OP. I'm not sure how you got that. Hold on, we have another clip here. Let me scroll for that one. That was strenuous. Okay.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Talk to me about this one.
Okay, so here we have the Infernal Soul, and we have Aphelios with 3.5 item. 3.5 item on Aphelios. So clearly the champion is 200 years of collective champion design. So it's not balanced.
Not balanced at all.
OP. If he hits the ultimate, he will ace them. There's nothing easier than hit the ultimate on Aphelios as well. He has Gale Force, he has ultimate. If this is a ruler, or okay, I overshot my shot. If this is average master player AD carry, it's not
Caedrel,
playable.
for example.
Yeah, if this is Caedrel on the
right.
okay. Maybe that's too much as well. I mean, I don't wanna like. Yeah, but if this is average master tier AD carry, ult into 5 people, get the tower and the game. But look what happens.
Let's see.
Just show it.
Clicking backwards right now.
Yeah, he's clicking backwards even though Yuumi has Mike.
Oh, wait, did that ult just miss?
Yeah, that was very disgusting ult. We are very lucky that any team is trying to engage. I mean, he Gale Forces at the right time, right? And like, he does pick up the kill.
That was
That's
nice.
all thanks to Neeko baiting, to Viego going in. I mean, flashing in on Syndra, okay. I mean, I will give him so credit for that, but like, to be honest, after that ult hit, I believe that enemy team got like super confused. They couldn't believe their eyes, so they just ran it down. Like, you could see that as soon as Aphelios ulti missed, they engaged because they knew like, what, this guy's so bad. And they just pulled the trigger.
It was kind of genius though, because then they ran into him and all died. So do you think it was a mind game?
I don't think that was intended, no.
No,
I
you
don't think
so.
his brain is not working that fast.
A happy accident,
Yeah,
perhaps.
happy accident. if
Okay,
anything.
so overall 1 to 10, what's the rating?
I think like a solid 5. I would give him a solid 5.
And
yeah,
what would
for
you
this
rate
game.
your Viego?
Oh, my Viego, I think like a 9. Like
A 9?
I mean, my kills were getting stolen left and right, but I think it was clutch.
Okay, I appreciate you being humble there. We're gonna take a break before we get into our second match of the day between XL and the Mad Lions. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Insightful as always.
Jankos trading up towards the top side as he stuns out Nuke. Good stun onto Flakked. There's the first killer as Crownie starts to get exposed. Oh, Blossom hits 3. The block flashes away from it. And now they're trying to put the damage down onto Crownie. It's a double.
Yeah, let's go. I'm coming.
I don't have made it.
We can just make a fight.
Yeah, I'm here.
flash.
I ult. Chill.
It's good.
Dino flash.
Nice, good job.
Okay.
I stun this guy.
We can.
Yeah, I can kill this guy as well.
Nice.
I go.